Good morning. Hope you guys are all doing good today. Good morning. It is Tuesday here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hope you guys are all having a great day. The market so far today, we are down 0.06%, so pretty flat overall this pre-market so far. Good morning. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Can we all pray for a green day? Yeah, we're hoping. We're hoping. I like APEN. Good morning. First time watching. Well, I just want to personally thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you. And welcome. Do this every morning. You brought the white hat. Oh yeah, I brought it. I brought the white hat. I got it. Good morning. Hope you guys are all doing great today. Like I said, market's pretty flat so far this morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing good, Rob. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Just gonna wait a few more minutes to get a few more people in here, and then we'll get started. Oh, I'm not worried about my portfolio being down at all. Not worried at all. Not my concern. A lot of hate. It's okay. You learn. Just gotta learn to adjust to it. Oh, you purchased the hat. You're the one. Yeah, thank you so much. You're the one person that's bought a hat so far for me. I just want to thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Each hat that's bought from this website that's linked in my bio, they will donate $5 for every single hat that's sold to put into the Stock TikTok challenge. So that's a really great cause, and thank you so much. The whole market is down. Yeah, it's down a little bit today. Overall, I mean, I'm only down 0.06% so far this morning, but it's looking like a pretty flat day so far. We just gotta be prepared for what's to come. It's not a market crash, it's a market correction. And when market corrections happen, they're happening one day and the next day, boom, it's done. So you never can predict the bottom of market correction. You're never going to be able to do it. It's not possible. If you do it, it's luck, of course. But what we can do through a market correction is hold on to the stocks that we truly believe in. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. XLP, staying away. But yeah, you just got to hold on to the stocks that you personally believe in, have confidence in, that you've done your research on, and trust your gut, trust your decisions. Who do I use for my merch? His name's, for specifically the hat, that's Toomey's Trading Post. He does cards on TikTok. He's one of my really good friends that I met on TikTok here. I met a lot of them. Fiverr, I like it long term. Buy on sale. You're 100% right. Everything is on sale during a correction. I know it seems like the end of the world, that everything's going down to zero, but I promise you that's not the case. Need info on Clover Health, CLOV. Well, if I can tell you anything, the SPAC stocks, it's not necessarily Clover Health is a bad stock. A lot of these SPAC stocks, these merger stocks, have been getting absolutely clobbered by short sellers, like absolutely destroyed. We see this happen with XL. That's another stock that I hold. Yeah, currently XL is trading at $8.69. I'm down 52% on that trade. Be patient on time. Could be a year. Oh, I love Square. Good morning. Any time news? Not yet. Just bought more time on sale. Oh yeah, timetable on time. So, realistic timetable on time. I was looking for something to come out at the end of this month or the middle of next month. So it's still in play here. And then their sarcoma, update on their sarcoma study is in early May. That's, I guess, end scenario. A worst case scenario, we would have to wait till then. How's that Uwmc epic fail much? Put $5 in to come back in a month and it's bad. Oh, okay, well, sorry to hear that. I'm still holding on. I believe in this company long term. Done my research. Do it every day. Nothing's telling me otherwise. Yep, I know. Roblox, love Roblox. With Clover Health, if you own Clover Health, you got to hold on to it. That's simple as that. I wouldn't average down. Blue, personally, I'm staying away from all airlines and cruise lines until the end of 2021. Do you think it's beneficial to sell a stock before or after a reverse split, changing exchanges? Before a reverse split, in my personal, with how I've experienced it, it's usually better to sell before a reverse split happens, just in case, because a lot of the times when a reverse split happens, you see a really large drop in the stock right after it does the split. So got to be really careful on those. Got to be really careful on those. Good morning, Luke. Hope you're having a good morning. Better than me anyway. NDRA, personally I'm staying away. IPOE, BFT, both merger stocks, both getting absolutely clobbered. Like I said, all the SPACs are. I still believe that those are really good long term. Well, an option trade, options are a lot more risky. Hey, how's it going, Ben? Thanks so much for being here. Options are a lot more risky. It's something that I'm not the best at options, so I don't really focus on things that I'm not really good at. I focus on the things that I'm good at and things that I know. But if you'd like to learn more about options, make sure to check out my link in my bio. There's a link to get in my free Discord. There's a paid version as well. But if you want to get in the free version, I guarantee you the people in there that are experienced in options and teach you about that stuff, they're going to be more than happy to help in any way they can. We're just here to help people. Bingo, I love Bingo. I currently own 5 shares. IPOE, I love IPOE too, long term. Good morning. What's going on, the Redneck Review 1? Not too bad, not too bad. Pretty interesting morning so far, but nothing you can do about it. Good morning. Oh, I know. I know. Good morning. XO, I'm holding on. Oh, let's see. So far today, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. So let's go over stocks for today so far. Let's see here. All right. So right now we got 1 share of Snow, 1 share of Apple, 5 shares of ACIC. You got 20 shares of DNM. You got 1 share of ARKK. We have 3 shares of BOTZ, the Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. We got 5 shares of BNGO. We got 8 shares of Voyager under the ticker VYGR. We have 8 shares of ITRM. We have 15 shares of Switch under the ticker SWCH. We have 2,110 shares. We expanded on our position a little bit yesterday of TYME. And our current average price is $2.20.5 on the shares that I currently own. I have 12 shares of GBS. I have 10 shares of NNDM. I have 12 shares of POTX. I have 10 shares of NEO. And I have 22 shares of XL. I sold Uwmc just because I only had 2 shares, just to get some extra cash to put it a little bit more into TYME. Sunworks, I love Sunworks. Time is going today. Let's see here. Yeah, it's at 170. Oh, now it's on 168. We're going to see some validity on it with the market. I like Sunwork. BAYP, I'm staying away. Thanks for taking the time to do this. Your research, time, and efforts are appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll always do it for people like you. Love you guys. Will DraftKings go up or down? Today, we have no idea if DraftKings will go up or down today, but I have a price target of $100 by the end of the NBA season. Well, not the regular season, the end of the NBA playoffs. Once the playoffs start up in the NBA, that's when a lot of people start using FanDuel, start using DraftKings, and I feel like that's going to be a huge catalyst for the stock. Yep, goes up and down over time. There's nothing you can really do about it. It's the market. That's how it is, You just got to make sure that all the stocks that you own, you know what they do, and you're confident in the companies that you own. My pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. SRAC. I like Spot. I think Spot's a pretty good one. GENN. I'm not sure. Let's see. Genesis, sitting at 34 cents. Too cheap for me. I try to stay away from penny stocks that are around less than $1. It's a gamble, but we're taking risks. I wouldn't say it's too much of a gamble on Uwmc. There's a lot of research that I did involving that company, including one of my friends. His dad works for the company. He didn't give me any insider information. I'm not committing insider trading or anything, but he does believe in the company that he works for, and he believes that it's going to be the future of cancer treatment. Time's not at 163. GNNS, I'm staying away. Watt, W-A-T-T. Oh, it looks pretty good, not going to lie. They got some pretty solid support around the $3.53 area. You can see a little bit of a dip here short term, but overall I think Watt's a great long-term stock. The platforms that I use, I personally use Webull. ELYS is a buy, I 100% agree. I love ELYS. eHealth, I like eHealth. Once tech stock's going to go back up, you never know. Like I said, you can't predict the bottom of market correction. XL earnings are today, actually. XL earnings are today, Tuesday. Oh, push to tomorrow, really? Okay. Yeah, I guess the earnings are tomorrow then. You must be right. Sorry about that. Is Uwmc a hold? I believe it is 100% a hold. The only reason why I sold mine is because I only had 2 shares, and I have a share of the ARK ETF under the ticker ARKK, and they hold Uwmc, so I'm just holding that. Yeah, Visa recognizes Ethereum. They're going to be using Ethereum with their system to be able to use the US dollar coin, the virtual coin. So I feel like that's huge news on Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to be great over the long term. I have a price target by March of 2024 of $12,500. On a park walk in the UK, can't get better than that. Hope you're having a good walk. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Tilray and APHA, personally, I don't like cannabis stocks unless you're investing in ETFs. I feel like a lot of them are way too risky. Personally, some of the 2 ETFs that I'm invested in my Roth IRA, I have MJ, which is a great weed ETF, and also I have the ticker POTX in my $5,000 challenge. I love SOS long-term. Tesla's always going to be a great buy, but I always tell people, if you want to get into Tesla without all of the risk that Tesla carries short-term, get into the ARK ETF under the ticker ARKK. 10% of the ARK ETF is in Tesla, so you're going to be getting exposure to Tesla, a lot of other emerging companies, and have Catherine Wood at the head of your investing decisions when it comes to the ARK ETF. I think it's a great option. I think it's a lot safer of an option than Tesla right now. Not saying that Tesla's a bad stock. ARK owns 10% of their holdings in Tesla for a reason, more than $2 billion. But I do love the ARK ETF. I feel like it's got a lot more room to grow, and I'm looking for at least $200 by the end of the year. ARKX is a great one too. If I have a good amount of money saved up, what kinds of investments should I invest to make more money? Well, if you want to invest into stocks, into stuff to make more money, no stocks. If you don't want to invest into stocks, a lot of things I like to invest in. I love sports cards, and so sports cards, I made a pretty good amount of money from that. I just got in another really great sports card yesterday. Hold on, let me go get it for you. I want to show it to you real quick. Yeah, this card I got from a break, and it just came in yesterday. LTNC up 500% in 2 weeks. Nice. Should probably take that profit. It's a great profit. Sports cards. Yes, sports cards. Believe it or not, sports cards are worth money. So in a break that I did with Baller Breaks, is someone that I do breaks with on a regular basis. They're really the only people I do breaks with. This specific card is a LaMelo Ball Astro Revolution rookie card. And this card is currently worth around $200. And it's still his rookie season, and he's injured for the rest of the season at the same time. I hope you have a great one too. No comment on CSCW. Personally, I'm staying away from it. THTS, though, no, I don't know what you mean. But yeah, this card's worth around $200. It's an Astro version, so there's a normal version of this that you can get that's worth around $50, $60. But this one is an Astro. It says Astro in the top corner, and it's going to get some cool shiny stars at the front. Thanks. Yeah, I very happy to win this card in my break. I appreciate you, my dude. Kid's good. What do you think about Dropbox? I love Dropbox long term. ARCX IPOs today. Oh, well, if the ARCX IPOs today, I wouldn't invest in it right away after the IPO. But overall, I think it's going to be a great, great, great ETF. I have a Xeon card, perfectly centered Prism coming in. It is currently on the way here. I'll show it to you guys when I get it. I'm really excited. If someone has some cash lying around, what is some good stock picks now? That's what I do here. It's funny. But I'll be right back. I'm going to put this away. I appreciate you. Yeah, I working hard no matter what people say. When I made this account and I had less than 100 followers, all my friends made fun of me for making my account. I lost a lot of friends because of it, because they thought I was too unrealistic when I've been investing and interested in investing and been successful at investing since I was really, really young. And they all knew that it was my passion in life, and they just didn't care. A lot of my family said it wasn't possible. But yeah, here I am. Here we are today. Biotech buy right now because of earnings? I would say, what is a brick? What is a brick? What do you mean, what is a brick? I like NLK and INSG, but personally, I think NLK is a little bit better of an investment. So my strategy with TYME is this. So once we get to $3, I'm going to sell whatever more of 2,000 shares I have. So right now I have 2,110 shares. So once we get to $3, I'll be selling 110 shares. And then once it hits once it hits $4.25, I will be selling nothing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, my plan is sell 110 shares with what I have right now, 110 shares at $3, and then 1,000 at $5.25, and then another 1,000 at $8. That's the plan. If I bought one stock today, it would have to be the ARK ETF under the ticker ARKK. If I bought one stock today, it's one of the best stocks that you can buy in the market right now. Oh, a break. I want it on a break. And so a break is basically like, there's a lot of really expensive sports card boxes that you can buy to get those really good cards. But me or some other people don't have enough money. I can't spend $1,400 in a box of sports cards. It's just not in my budget. I can't do it. It's too much. So what people do is they buy the boxes and then they open them live on like a stream kind of like this, and then they give you 3 random teams and make you pay a really small percentage of what the total box costs. So overall, you're spending a little bit more money. It's kind of like a risk there. It's kind of like gambling in sports cards almost, but it's very fun. It's something that you don't want to do too often, but it's definitely something that you want to do every once in a while if you're interested in cards, because you get a chance to get some cards that you would have never had a chance of getting before. They don't use necessarily Beckett. There's a lot of different grading services right now. There's HGA. There's a new one that scans the cards and doesn't have real people grade them. But yeah, it's fun. The breakers make money. Oh, 100% they make money. Of course they do. Why would they not make money when they're literally doing a live stream? They're buying the boxes that I can't personally buy. I'm getting a smaller spot in it. They're taking all the cards out of the box, showing them to you live, and then physically taking all of the cards and sending it and shipping them to each individual person. They deserve all the money that they get. At first, sell TYME at $6 to $8, now half. That's why the price dropped. I don't know what you mean. What are your thoughts on SOS? I like SOS long term. What is this again? TCG player app. I'm not sure what you mean. Cool. Oh yeah, breaks are cool. What type of box? So that specific Lonzo Ball card, that was out of a Revolution box. And so a Revolution box, it's like probably that big. It has like 40-something cards in it, but a lot of the times those Revolution cards, they can be worth a lot of money, like the one that I just got from LaMelo Ball. That one wasn't numbered, but they have some that are numbered in there that's even worth more money, and I've gotten Spectra breaks. Spectra boxes for basketball cards go anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. I got in a break, got 3 random teams at $175, and I got a out of 25 Spectra RPA RJ Barrett, and that's my most valuable card, and it's currently at PSA. What about TYME? Currently, I'm holding TYME. We just gotta be patient with this one. It's more of a long-term hold. It's not something that's going to go up in a week. It's not something that's going to go up today. We just gotta be patient. Can you give me the ticker, RG Kine? I'd really appreciate it if you give me the ticker. It'd make it a lot easier to look it up. Do you think it's a good time to buy Bingo? I did buy Bingo a little bit ago. I have 5 shares. I just bought Bingo yesterday and a little bit on Friday. I'm selling 110 of my shares at $3. That's not how. Selling 110 shares of my 2,110 shares is not selling at $3 instead of $8. You gotta stop it with that stuff. It's all about risk management. That's all it's about. NEO's still a great buy in my personal opinion, but like I said, Biden is speaking in a little bit, so I would wait till after Biden speaks, because usually when he speaks, it does not help the market. UWMC, I like it long term. I like leverage ETFs for the long term too, like UpRow. I think there's some great options. I think you could make a pretty good amount of money that way. I feel like they're down a lot. %. Yeah, my pleasure. I hope you guys are having a good day. So far today, pre-market, we are down 0.11%, down $5. Not a huge deal. A little flat today. We'll see what happens. TYME is still up for sale. I'm not sure when he speaks. Someone did say that he speaks today. Is PLTR a buy at these prices? I believe it is. Looking at ZNOG, oil and gas company drilling for oil in Israel. I cannot invest in oil company drilling in Israel. It's just against my morals. I can't do it. It might go up, but I can't do it. OXY, I'm staying away. My pleasure. What stock are you looking at today? My stock pick of the day today was Apple. I believe it's a tremendous value right now. It's sitting at $120.47. It's not going to be at these prices forever. I can guarantee you that. Can I still hold XL? What's going on with XL? Can you please answer? Yeah, so I've been answering everything. So XL, it's a great company. It's an American company. They just opened a distribution center, so that's really big for them. But they got slammed with the short report a while ago. They're supposed to have earnings today. They're holding back on earnings till tomorrow. I'm not sure of the reason, but XL should be going back up after their earnings call. I believe their earnings call is going to shock a lot of people because this is a great business. They just got destroyed by the short report. A lot of the SPAC stocks have been getting absolutely clobbered after their merger. Nothing different with XL. They're not a bad company. If I have $100, am I putting it in Time or ACIC right now? If I had to pick between the two, I'd put it in TYME. Sprout Social is a good buy at current price. I also agree. Sprout Social is a great one. Let's see what the ticker is. I'm not sure what the ticker is, though. It's under the ticker SPT. And then I also am bullish on SKLZ too. SKLZ. It is trading at $18. Very bullish on it. Catherine Wood bought a pretty good amount of these. But again, I'm not going to personally buy it because I own ARKK, and this stock is in ARKK. So technically I own it, but not really, if you know what I mean. SPT, yeah, thank you so much for commenting the ticker down there. Yep, SPT, it's a pretty good stock too. Good call, good call. But yeah, we're currently, our portfolio right now, it's not counted the $100 that we put in yet recently. So I put in $100 total into the Stock TikTok Challenge, and I'm put another 100 in, but it's not showing in our account balance yet. It should take a couple more days. With Biden's infrastructure plan, X is going to go higher. It probably will. X U.S. Steel, 100%. U.S. Steel is going to be a great stock over the long term. Plug, I love Plug. I think it's at a tremendous price point right now. It can't go down forever. Eric, personally, I'm staying away. It could be great long term. I just don't know a lot about the company personally. ARK and Apple, very safe stocks if you're new and have some cash, 100%. And it's also really good for like experienced investors too, because I know a lot of people like to think that they're the man, they can do whatever they want, they're the woman, they're the best stock trader out there, but it's always a good idea to manage risk in your portfolio, have some safer assets in there so that when your not so safe assets are in there and they're not doing as well, some of your safer assets can help you get that back. Bought some ARK yesterday, red days are just for buying. You're 100% right, Sage, 100% right, great mindset. People don't have that mindset, and that's going to make a lot of people lose a lot of money. And if you can stick to that mindset and keep going, keep pushing, not give up, I almost promise you, you will be successful if you don't try to take shortcuts. Would you buy TYME if it helps the average? Right now, personally, at this price point right now, I would absolutely buy TYME if it helps the average. I bought about 30 more shares yesterday of TYME. I currently have right now $23 in buying power, so I've been buying TYME by 5 share increments, slowly but surely, and we're going to keep doing that until we run out of buying power, and we're going to see kind of just have to adjust from there. BAYP, personally, I'm staying away. And a little too risky for me right now at this current market condition. Yeah, my pleasure, Diego. Hang in there. TYME. It's not a short-term stock. You gotta keep your head on. You gotta keep grinding. You have to realize that this is going to be a great company if you do the research. You just gotta have, let's see, almost 50% this month, holding strong. Oh man, down 50%. That's kind of rough. But hang in there. Walmart, I love Walmart. I love BA. BA is a tremendous company. They have a monopoly in their market, and they're not going anywhere. My pleasure. Yes, TYME has been going down for a month, but I have owned it for longer than a month, like most people know. I know you feel the need to comment on all my videos and come to my live stream and just tell me how bad I am, but it doesn't do anything. It just shows us that you're not really happy. Let's see, ITRM price. I have about a $5 price target by the end of the year for ITRM if everything goes well and they get an approval by the end of the year, which they're expected to. I think AMC is going to absolutely get destroyed. I think eventually they're going to go out of business. I think AMC is one of the worst investments you could possibly make in the stock market right now. TYME price target by the end of the year. I have an $8.50 price target by the end of the year. Some analysts have said $9.50, but don't really focus on analysts. A lot of the times they're not 100% right. TYME, I'm holding on. I have 2,110 shares. It's currently sitting at $1.66. Guys, the bottom of my chart's at 163, so no need to fear. And if it goes below that, it's going to go below that for a very short period of time, and it's a buying opportunity. But I don't believe it's going to go underneath my chart. I do have a bottom sitting at $1.63 back for more than a year, so we should see some pretty good momentum soon here. I think there's no way to predict the end of the correction. The market's being weird. We all know that. But you just got to stick to your plan. Selling all your shares and waiting for the bottom is what they want you to do, so I'm not doing it. Any pharma, I own TYME and BNGO and ITRM when it comes to that. GBS too. How do you or analysts make price predictions? So analysts make price predictions by having a number of factors. Every single analyst does it differently. I make my price predictions by comparing analysts' predictions and also making my own predictions with the numbers that I have presented to me. It's kind of hard to kind of tell you exactly how I make all my price targets. It's different for every single one. It's not a head and shoulders on time. It might look like a head and shoulders, but the head and shoulders pattern actually has to be perfect for it to be a head and shoulders pattern. And the pump all the way to $4.99 completely invalidated a head on the head and shoulders. And so if you can look at that daily chart and really tell me that that top looks like a head, you're just lying to yourself because you don't own the stock. SOS, I like it long term, but not a head and shoulders pattern. If you go on Google, look up a head and shoulders pattern, it'll look completely different. Completely different. has to be perfect. It's not, doesn't almost have to seem like one or look like one maybe. It has to literally be perfect for it to be a confirmed Head and Shoulders or a confirmed inverse Head and Shoulders. Like, I thought I saw an inverse Head and Shoulder on Neo, and it actually ended up being invalidated, and it was wrong by a tiny little bit, and I was wrong on that one. It wasn't an inverse Head and Shoulders, and it ended up going down to where it's at right now, and I'm still holding on, and that's something that's on me. I read it wrong, and I thought the chart was saying one thing, but guys, you guys can't just look at the charts and say, oh, what do you think? TAAS is the next big TED. I read an article about that yesterday. Neo may be a buy soon. I think it's a buy right now. If you're holding it long term, I think $35.48. That's a fantastic price to buy it at. But if you are not in a position, I would 100% not just put a bunch of money into it right now. If you're trying to get into a position on Neo, maybe slowly put money in. But it definitely, if it's not a buy now, it's going to be a buy soon. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people bought at really high prices, and it's pretty good. Yes, I know chart reading doesn't mean anything, but people just said it's a Head and Shoulder pattern when it's not a Head and Shoulder pattern, and they're wrong. So I'm going to call them out on it. I don't know about the much love part. You comment bad stuff on all of my videos, but yeah, it is about financials, and they just got $100 million earlier this year to help fund their clinical studies that they have for TYME, and so you don't really know what you're talking about. Of course, we're not having cash flow when they're don't have an approval for anything and aren't selling a product yet. Of course they're not going to make money yet. That's how businesses work. There's stages. They don't just make a business and all of a sudden you're making millions of dollars out of nowhere. That's not how it works. It's a process. You got to be patient. You got to believe in what you invest in and research what you invest in. That's just what you have to do. And a lot of people that don't like TYME, it's because they haven't done the research and they don't own the stock. That's simple as that. GRTS. I like GRTS long term. Wealth Boy, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Then why would TYME go up with no revenue? It did go up with no revenue. I called it at $1.76, and it went all the way up to $4.98. And you were one of the people that told me it wasn't going to $4.98 when it did. I sold 400 of them, and I've been buying ever since. It dropped back down to about $2.30 and slowly adding. It's coming. Safe Moon Crypto, I'm staying away. Do you own any stock? Probably not. You just likes to comment stuff on all my videos. That's fine. It's whatever. Yep, TYME currently sitting at the bottom of my trend line at $1.63.1. Cool. You're up 127%. I was up pretty good amount too. I've been up my whole entire life and channel investing in this channel. I called so many great stocks over the course of this bull run, like a lot of other people did. Cool. Your biggest holdings are BA and Safe. I think BA is a great stock. I'm personally staying away from Safe, but wish you all the best of luck. Just stop hating on other people's investments because they're not investing in the same things as you. Yes, the news on HOFV is good. Long term, it should be a pretty good one. Oh, it'll fly soon. I'm not too worried. We're sitting here chilling. SQ, I love SQ long term, but personally right now I would give the edge to PayPal. I think they're a much better service when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to sending money, but when it comes to instant transfers, I think Cash App's got them beat. I bought HOFV at the start of the pandemic at 220, holding forever, no sell. Those out there interested, I wouldn't hold forever, guys. Guys, got to remember when you have those profits, you got to hold on. TYME, I'm holding on. It's sitting at it just bounced off the bottom of the trend line here in pre-market. My chart pattern is, the bottom is at $1.63. But again, my chart patterns are not always going to be correct. I'm sometimes going to be wrong. And if we're ever wrong, we just got to adjust to where we're wrong and kind of go from there and see what course of action we got to take. SRNE, I think SRNE is a great stock as well. TYME in 3 to 6 months, 670. That could definitely happen, 100%. So thoughts on PaySafe? I love PaySafe long term. I think it's a great stock. Here we go. Yep, the market has been open for about 6 minutes here. I forgot to let you guys know. Sorry. Not pre-market anymore. So currently today, we are down 1.04% for the day today. Not too bad. What do you think of the iPay ETF? Let's look at it. I mean, if you look at the iPay ETF, it looks pretty good, but the question is, what do you expect from these ETFs after the pandemic, right? So the thing is, this ETF has ran up so much. Like from the beginning of the drop of the pandemic, when it first dropped, it went all the way down to $31. That's more than a 50% decrease from where we're at right now. Personally, iPay, even though it's a great ETF, it's not the time to invest in iPay right now, in my personal opinion. I just think there's a lot more downside when it comes to some of these ETFs that are really spread out into the market. I just think that they could have a pretty significant dip to the support level around, like iPay. I think it's going to drop to its support level at around $50. But again, ETFs, strictly long-term holds. And if you don't care about a little fluctuation in the ETF and you just want to hold it long-term, overall, it's going to be a great one. TYME thought, I'm holding on to all my TYME. I have 2,110 shares, and I'm holding on. And it just broke below 163. But again, the chart that I use, it's on the hourly time frame, so it just has to hold $1.63 on the hourly chart, not like the minute chart. So if it goes to 162 right now, it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, my pleasure, Sage. But yeah, when it goes to 162 right now, it doesn't really mean anything. See, it's already back up to 163, sitting at the top of the trend line, and it's just gonna make the candle above that line, hopefully by the end of the hour, so we can stay above it. May buy another 4,000 shares. If you're gonna buy some more TYME, now is the time. I'm just holding on to all of mine. I'm not giving up. It's a good stock. Good stocks don't go down forever. But guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for joining my live stream today. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. I know things are a little bit difficult. The market's not doing exactly what we want it to do right now. But guys, let me tell you, selling right now, it's not the answer. It's not the answer. Zoom, I'm staying away. Bought 50 more TYME. Nice. I hope you have a good one too, Grant. Love all of you. Be safe, guys. Make sure to be safe out there. Make sure to do your own research. Stick to your plan. And as always, happy trading.